In this video, we'll be talking about Meghan Markle calling all women who cannot be handled by men as crazy. If you're new to this channel, consider to subscribe for all news from the British monarchy, Meghan and Harry. Number one point I want to make mention of here is crazy women cannot be handled by normal woman, non-crazy woman. There is a comment I read online, and this beautiful lady, she said, it is not just men, it is even non-crazy women who cannot handle crazy women. I do not know if Meghan Markle is aware that there are women who are not crazy like her. For Meghan Markle, you have to be crazy. You have to be called out based on your gender. You have to face some kind of abuse, and you have to be a victim, because this is really how she operates. Remember, Meghan Markle is a social climber. She cannot reach to where she is now unless somebody else is helping her. When she accused Jordan Peterson, saying that this guy cannot control crazy women, she was basically using his name, telling the whole world that this guy, this guy who is very, very famous, he is very, very intellectual, he is very, very wise, you guys follow him. Remember, I'm going to be bashing him so that I exist. And this is how she climbs. This is exactly what Meghan Markle is. In a way, Meghan Markle, in every podcast, she is downgrading and degrading women. Sometimes she would say, oh, these women are all victims. Sometimes she will come on the podcast and say, oh, because of your skin color, because you are not white, or because of this, because of that. It is something very, very insulting to women. I'm pretty sure the main reason why so many women are not listening to Meghan's podcast is because they do not want to be insulted. Meghan is degrading and downgrading women the way nobody ever did. As I mentioned, my point number one, for her podcast to be successful, for her podcast to continue on, because she took a lot of money, millions of dollars. In one report, it said $30 million from Spotify. So in order for her business to continue on, in order for her to at least say something, because she doesn't really have anything to say. Remember the interview I showed you? In all interviews she did before she married Prince Harry, there was nothing to talk about. She could not say anything other than basic stuff like, oh, this is what I eat, this is what I do for makeup, and that's it. She did not ever have any interview where people are asking about her expertise. She doesn't have one. So what she does is that she is painting all women as some kind of victim so that she can continue with her podcast and say something instead of canceling this whole deal with Spotify. But I'm sure at the end of the day, it is going to be backfiring on her. Meghan knows only way to get attention too is by accusing other people. This is a rap sheet. You can take a look at her past. You can take a look at what is happening with her. She was accusing her father. Then she accused her own husband, Trevor Engelson, ex-husband, I should say. She then went on to accuse even the British royal family. For her, this is something that works. Why? Because if she says something normal, not crazy, normal, then what happens? People do not tune in to what she has to say. So she has to say something so that people will think, oh, this is a bombshell, this is something new, oh, look at her, she is outrageous. In one saying, I actually read this before, it said that there is nothing called bad publicity as long as it is a publicity. And nobody knows this better than Meghan Markle herself. This is my last point, guys. Meghan Markle, she talks about crazy women, controlling them and this and that. Who can control her? She is the craziest woman alive today. Take a look at her past behaviors, trashing the British monarch, throwing her father under the bus, coming on interviews, rambling, accusing, making up stories, porcupines, all of this is going on for a long time. Nobody can ever put a stop to what Meghan Markle is saying on a regular basis. So people are getting so tired. I hear from you guys who are subscribed to my channel. By the way, subscribe. You always tell me this, that, hey, look, I am fed up with this girl. I'm fed up with her, what she has to say. I need some space. So can you imagine the same person going online saying people cannot control crazy women? Like, when I have first-hand experience where people are not able to control her. So who is here in control? Who is this crazy person? It is none other than Meghan Markle. But for her, it is not herself who cannot control herself, the crazy woman she is. It is Jordan Peterson. Because, again, if she uses or drops that name, she knows millions of Jordan Peterson's fan followers will take notice of that and be like, oh, who is this Meghan? Who is she? What is this podcast about? See how she is baiting people for publicity? This is exactly what she does, because she knows at the end of the day, she is the craziest woman who cannot ever control herself. So Meghan Markle, what she is doing now, using everybody, scapegoating everybody. Woman, normal woman, she's scapegoating them. If you go to her and you tell or you claim, hey, Meghan, I was never called crazy, I'm pretty sure she will never talk to you. She'll be like, then you are not my girl. For her, when she must have to face abuse, like, when we talk about this abuse and whatnot, this is another side of her that she takes it to a new extreme. Okay, crazy woman, this and that can happen. But then what she would do is she would give this impression that not only that people call her crazy, but she was a victim of abuse. And this is exactly what she said at Oprah Winfrey when she said, I was not taken care of. My mental health was going down and nobody asked me about anything. I was suicidal. Basically, she was referring that she faced a lot of abuse. So she doesn't stop in calling, women crazy, or that calling out other men in her head, this man, that man cannot control us. But she goes to that extra mile where she would use some outrageous words like, I was abused and that nobody takes care of me. Guys, this is who Meghan Markle is. Social climber. The way she does get this attention is by trashing other people. Today, the reason we are talking about her, voila, you have it, is because of her talking about Jordan Peterson. We are not here for her. We are here for Jordan Peterson and for all the people who she is trashing on a regular basis. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.